Good evening, parents and guardians, and welcome to the Twinsburg High School Virtual Open House 2021-2022 school year. My name is Russ Chappell, and this video is meant for honors geometry. I want to take some time to thank you for watching this video and getting to know how your student is going to learn honors geometry. All right, so let's get right into the information here. All right, so my name is Russ Chappell again. I have 13 years of teaching experience, 11 here in Twinsburg. I am the varsity assistant boys soccer coach, and I also coach the JV or junior varsity boys tennis team. On a personal note, I am a resident of Twinsburg. I do have three children, twin daughters, ages 5, who just started kindergarten this year, and then another 3-year-old girl at home. This is my email. Best way to contact me. Um, Please feel free to reach out for anything, and I will definitely get back to you. Sometimes I'm not as good at reaching out to you. So if you reach out to me first, I will definitely get back to you ASAP. And then there's my phone number here at the school. So course information. So I do have 3 blocks of honors geometry: blue 1, blue 3, and white 3. The blue 3 and white 3 are the lunch blocks. They have a lunch, which is the first half hour of third block. So they go to lunch, or they sit in the classroom and eat their lunch, and then they have me for the next hour and a half. I do want to take some time to show you the websites that your students should be visiting often. So first is Google Classroom. So every class day, I post a post in the stream, an announcement that talks about what they're going to do that day. It also posts the notes and video notes for the next class. So I am doing what's called flipping the classroom. So there, your students' homework is to take notes. So I will provide them with a print off of these Google Slides. Multiple slides will be on a page. They are free to fill in the notes from the videos using these blank slides, or these, template slides. So the videos are here. There are usually 2 videos. I try to keep them below 10 minutes. Sometimes I ramble. I apologize, but you can see that this is my writing on top of those blank slides. So this is how I perceive them learning this year. Um, so this is the homework you should see them doing for class. So that's Google Classroom. Next, the Solvis Realize online textbook. So this is new for us this year. So we're still working out the kinks. Sometimes there's some loading issues if your students talk about that. So we're still working that out. But when they come to their dashboard here, if they go to their class and go to their assignments, this is where you can find everything. You'll notice here that when they do go, there are typically 4 types of assignments. There's a bell work, an enrichment, a practice, and a quiz. So those are the 4 types of assignments, and we'll talk about them as we go through the grading. But everything is digital. Everything's online. I like the online practice aspect because they do give them multiple tries. If they get a problem wrong, there is some feedback component. You can view an example. So there is some built-in reteaching in the software, which I really enjoy. Also, quizzes and tests are all going to be online. The students, of course, should still have paper and pencil to do problems on, but everything is submitted through the online Solvis Realize. And then lastly, the Desmos graphing calculator. I do not require a handheld calculator. The students can feel free to use this because their assessments are online. This is also the calculator for the Ohio State test, which they'll take in April or May. So again, um, I teach with this. Now, when you take the SAT, ACT, you will need a handheld calculator. I know there's talk about getting a graphing calculator. If you want to get a TI-84 calculator, that's fine, but it's an expensive purchase, and it's not necessary for my class. Lastly, supplies. Every day, make sure their students have a charged Chromebook because everything's on here, pencil and paper. So the class routine. So as I mentioned, their homework is to take notes via the teacher-made videos in Google Classroom. And again, the day before, the class before, I do give them the guided notes to fill in. In class, what they do is when they come to class, I typically review 2 problems from the previous lesson. This is to kind of like go over more difficult questions and also to catch up those who were maybe absent last class. Then we do a bell work. This is a group work assignment. I give them 2 problems that are very similar to the ones that I completed in the video. And this is a chance for them to discuss and reference their notes in trying to solve these. And then we do take some time to go over them together. Then they have about 45 minutes to work on a practice assignment. This is individual. I am around circulating the room to help, of course. And all they have to do is get at least 70% of the questions correct. So usually The assignments are between 10 and 15 questions. So you're looking at between 7 and maybe 9 or 10 correct answers. And then the last 15 to 20 minutes, the students are supposed to take a lesson quiz. Sometimes we run out of time, but for the most part, we've been doing okay. These lesson quizzes are quick assessments, 4 to 5 questions, just to see how well the students understand the basic concepts of the section. They're low stress. I know that my honor students stress out about a lot of things. They're supposed to be low stress. They go in a small category of their overall grade. And again, I do assign an enrichment assignment that is worth 1 bonus point towards that quiz in case they don't do so well on the quiz. And then you have topic assessments. These are the chapter assessments. They're roughly every 2 to 3 weeks. They're going to be cumulative as the year goes on. So that means that stuff they learn in chapters or topics 1, 2, 3, 4 will be on the topics 8, 9, 10, 11 test. And again, that's the idea of uh, making it cumulative so that they have to build in the retention piece. And there will be about 2 to 3 of them per quarter. Here is the curriculum outline. This is just the table of contents from the new textbook. Again, you can see that there's a lot to learn in geometry. And not all, some topics are 3 to 4 sections long. Some are, 7, 8, 9 sections long. So it just depends on the topic. Here are my course expectations. So from day one, I told them the number one thing is give me your best effort. Right? When you come into this class, try to forget everything else and just focus on the math. Number two, allow yourself to make mistakes. I know that a lot of honor students are perfectionists. They want everything to be perfect, 100% or nothing. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to get a question wrong. It's about the learning process from there that's important. And then lastly, be open-minded to geometry. I told them geometry is a different type of math than algebra. And again, I think a lot of the students felt that the first couple lessons were like it was a lot of words, not a lot of solving for X. It was different. So again, I think they're starting to come around a little bit and change their mindsets. But again, you got to be open-minded to geometry, especially in that first chapter. Grading. So there are 2 types of grades. You have formative assessment. This is 15% of your grade. These are the in-class practice assignments. I give them 2 points each for those. And then the lesson quizzes. And these are typically 4 to 6 points each. And then you have the 1 point bonus for the enrichment if you need it. Again, it's a small part of the grade. The big part is the summative assessments, 85% of their grade. These happen at the end of each topic. Again, they're going to be cumulative. It's going to include your typical multiple choice fill-in, but also what's called a performance-based component. So this is going to be maybe a 3 to 5 question segment of the test that is kind of connected, right? So it's multi-part, multi-step. So that'll be part of it, and the students will have some practice problems to prepare for those on the assessment. And then again, to reiterate, these are about every 2 to 3 weeks, and there will be about 2 to 3 of them per quarter. So this is going to dominate the grade. So if your student wants to earn an A for the class, they need to try their best to get an A on these topic assessments. And last but not least, extra help. If a student is struggling, please reach out. We can work out something to get them help. Number one, planning. My planning periods are blue 4 and white 2. I do offer help during those planning periods. I can try to give some after school help during soccer season. It's a little more difficult because my schedule is busy, but things can be arranged. We also have some math coaches in the building, Abby Teal and Chris Kuzis. I gave you their email addresses. They could also be a resource for your student to use to help. Okay, but communication is key. I'm very flexible. If COVID taught me anything, it taught me to be more of a flexible teacher, understanding. So I am, so we can work things out. Okay, so I'm looking forward to a great school year. And again, if you ever have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. Again, thanks for watching this video, and take care.